All right, Palantir. Let's break it down, guys. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in. So, check it out. As of now, we're currently in the red. I'm filming this midday. You're watching it a bit later in the day. But we're at about $186 a share right now in Palantir stock, down over $1, as the overall market is kind of teeter-tottering. I mean, look, Dow's green, 0.75%. But the NASDAQ keeps going red, green, red, green. Now it's back in the red, and the S&P is barely up 0.1% on the day. So we're seeing some weakness in the large caps, S&P, QQQ, but Dow, I mean, look, Dow companies, there's still large caps in there, but the Dow is moving. Russell, the small caps are doing pretty well as well, 1%. But we're noticing some weakness. Again, in QQQ, Palantir is coming down, which the stock is hot, guys. We'll cover the charts right now. And we're seeing NVIDIA down on the day, 1.4% right now. Netflix, some other big tech names, Google is down. So, yeah, it's one of those days. One of those days where we're seeing some detachment from, the large caps, small caps, one of those days. And Palantir is trading at, like I said, down 0.5%, down $1. It's at $186 as I'm making this video. And we can see right here on the 5-day, 5-minute, we almost, well, I guess, actually, wait, yeah, because we did hit an all-time high. We did, because that $190 pop we saw yesterday was a glitch, I'm pretty sure, here on Thinkorswim. So we hit an all-time high. Even though we're down today, guys, Palantir stock hit an all-time high at $189 pretty much per share this morning at open, and, well, it's been downhill since. We hit that all-time high, and we've been selling off ever since, as, again, the market is overall teeter-tottering, little green, little red when it comes to the bigger large cap, the tech-heavy index, right? So not the best day, but also a great day, because we hit all-time highs. And we're noticing, look, consolidation. This is big. On the 30-minute chart, what are we doing, guys? We're seeing buyers come in. We're putting in higher lows on this 30-minute chart here, right above the 180 SMA. Do you guys see this right here? The overall trend is maintaining on Palantir. And we can see, if I get the handy-dandy trend line tool out, we can see, boom, check that out. We're holding that trend line. Yes, we are kind of flatlining on the resistance. We're seeing resistance at about 188, 190, but we're still making these higher lows, which what does that put us into? That puts us into an ascending triangle in the short term here on the 30-minute. So you guys got to watch this. If we're able to retake, whether it's tomorrow, later today, next week, whatever, if we're able to take out 188 to 190, the all-time high on Palantir right now, that would be the breakout spot in the short term, which I know it might sound crazy. I know the value investors might crap their pants when I say this, but that might be the breakout that gets us to $200 a share, ladies and gentlemen, which I'm totally seeing that. And look, I've been juggling the idea of locking in some profits right now. I'll be honest, I'm in the stock at $20 a share, $21. I locked in gains months ago already at about $125, and at this point I haven't sold any shares since. And at this point I'm like, all right, if this thing gets to $200, I might be a fool not to sell some, not all. I'm not selling all my shares. In fact, I'm keeping a majority of them, but it might be stupid not to lock in some gains. That's kind of what's going through my head. I was actually thinking about this. Let me set this alert before I forget. I was thinking about this at $165. You know what I mean? $165. I was thinking about locking in some gains. I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't, because, well, earnings came out and then the stock ripped. So I had an idea or a thought for a second. I was like, maybe I should lock in before earnings some gains. And then I was like, wait, I came to my senses. I was like, let's see if we get an earnings pop. And lo and behold, here we are. We got an earnings pop. Yeah, I was looking at selling some here at like 160 to 63, 62, you know what I mean? But we got that earnings pop, and we're up like what? 20%, another 18, 20% from where I was at or from where I was looking to sell. And if you have such a low average cost, you guys got to realize if you're in at $20 a share average cost, and Palantir goes from 160 to 180, you're essentially getting another 100%. You know what I mean? The stock moves $20. If it moves another $20 and you're in at $20 average cost, that's another 100%. Do you guys know what I mean there? So if you're in at a super low average cost, that's when you get to see these ridiculous percentage gains as the stock moves. When it's a lot higher from where you bought, as the stock moves little chunks to somebody that bought at $150 a share, it might not seem like a big move, but if you bought at $20 a share or $5, oh my God, if you bought at like $5, $10 a share, each $5, $10 move is massive to your overall return. You know what I mean? To your average cost. So based on your average cost. So that's why I'm battling. I'm like, oh, I just keep seeing it go up another $20, another $20, and it's like maybe I should sell some. I didn't do it yet. Again, like I said, I haven't since 125 or 123, whatever it was at 6 months ago, right? Whatever that was, or whenever that was. But yeah, what do you guys think? I'm curious kind of your thoughts on that. I'm still bullish on the company. I want exposure here, obviously long term, but I'm also, look, I've also been in the stock market now for about a decade, and you know, I've learned that you gotta lock in profits. You know what I mean? And along the way, especially if a stock's gone up a lot, locking in gains along the way is not a bad idea sometimes. So I'm kind of wrestling with this. I'm going to wait and see if we get this breakout above 190. If we do, towards 200, that's probably where I'm going to lock in some gains. What do you guys think, though? Let me know in the comments. I'm super curious. And by the way, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and join the Patreon. Shameless plug. If you guys want to see what I'm doing in my portfolio, we're investing thousands of dollars a month. New dollars coming in, right? Buying stocks. If you want to see what I'm doing, be a part of the Discord, plus more, that is linked right down below. Feel free to join, guys. So that's pretty much it on Palantir. And it kind of looks like now we're recovering a bit as we've been, as I've been ranting in this video. We are slowly starting to recover. I'm noticing an inverse head and shoulders. That's a good sign. So, hey, if this starts breaking out of 186, 87, we might start breaking out in the very short term as the overall market now is going green. Look, QQQ, which was red, actually now it's back in the red. But, you know, it's trying to fight to get back green. All-time highs were hit this morning on QQQ. Same with SPY. If I pull this up, you guys see we hit 646. Now we're kind of bottoming, double bottom potentially forming on SPY. So watch out. I'm telling you guys, keep your eyes on the pop. It could be coming on these indexes, which in turn could help Palantir. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think I should, not what I should do. I mean, I kind of know what I want to do. I have an idea. Again, I've been doing this for a while, but what are your thoughts? You know, your experience. You know, it's a community here, guys. We're here to have conversation. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you all. Cheers, by the way. I'll catch you all in the next video. Oh my God, almost spilled that. The dog, oh my God, guys. Yeah, definitely got to wrap it up there. The dog popped up, almost had a heart attack. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one.